went to the eye doctor the other day, so we'll start with the eyes. And I have an eye infection. Usually I'm wearing my sunglasses, but it's getting dark in here, so, you know, I'll save you from seeing the eyes. Went to the eye doctor. My vision's getting worse. The left eye, which is the surgery eye, is $23.50 with glasses. So Helen Keller's cousin, Ray Charles' cousin, you know, whoever you want to call me. That's who I am. The right eye is a little worse, but basically it was really because of the allergy, the infection, and the dry eyes. So basically it was just like a visit. They said the right eye, the start of the hole in the right eye is stable. So that's a good thing. Regarding the gallbladder surgery, I was healing up pretty nicely. And then one morning, about a week ago, I woke up and I had a lump on one of the incisions, which was up here. So I kind of thought that it was a small incision. It was round, so I figured that's where the camera went. So I had to go see my surgeon anyway. And there's my husband walking by. He's sick, very sick, and he has to shovel because if I shovel, I'll be in the hospital because of my spinal stenosis and my degenerative disc disease, and my disc slip out and land on the one below. So if I shovel, I'll just be laying there covered in snow waiting for somebody to realize that I'm on the ground. Anyway, so my poor husband's sick, but anyway, we're gonna just keep positive thoughts and prayers for my husband. So back to the doctor. I went to the surgeon for my follow-up, and I had called him days before and I said, I have this lump on top of the incision. I sent him a picture and he just was like, clean it up to the best of your ability. Like, I took alcohol wipes and dabbed it on there, and he said to put bacitracin and cover it because I was letting the wounds get air. Like, I was wearing just like my shirts or a t-shirt, whatever. So anyway, it had like a blister-like lump and redness around it. And I said, oh God, now I got this problem. Like, I was nervous because I was like, what's going on? Are they going to have to cut me open again? Whatever. By the time I got to him, it was healing up. So all the wounds are still healing up. They're still kind of like purple yellow. It looks like somebody maybe, you know, punched me really hard in my stomach in 4 or 5 different spots. And it's getting better slowly but surely. As far as the eating goes, I'm able to pretty much eat anything I want, but there are times that's a trigger. Like one day I can have scrambled eggs with sourdough toast and a cup of tea. Great. A cup of juice. Great. If I have that 2 or 3 days later, my body may react completely different, and then I'm like sick to my stomach and not happy. I've been able to eat foods that are like a little greasy. I had a slice of pizza Friday. I had a little pain in my stomach, but overall I was fine. So I was in this gallbladder group on Facebook, and people are so nervous, and a lot of times people in those groups have bad experiences, so that's why they're there. So I was so nervous about what foods I could eat or not eat, but anyway, I'm pretty much eating whatever I want. Too bad it's like, you know, 9 degrees and snowing, because I really can't like walk far or even step outside in this kind of weather. But that's my story so far. This week I'm going for a lung scan because my pulmonologist tells me that I have moderate asthma. That is the reason for my hacking and coughing every morning. I wake up, I'm coughing my head off, wheezing every single morning. So I am on 3 inhalers. So I was saying, hello, 3 inhalers, shouldn't we check on this? And the doctor said, well, you had your pulmonary scan in 2024 where they look at my lung nodules and my scarring. And then he said, you know, let's see if your insurance approves it, and then we'll look at those nodules and scarring and maybe see why this asthma is so bad. But, you know, I really don't know what it is. I did have a partially collapsed lung a few months ago on the right side. I had surgery on the right side in 2017. And I had hyperinflated lungs on my last x-ray in December. And my blood work was out of control, crazy. My last blood work on the 31st of December. It was pretty crazy. There was so many things wrong and my platelets were high. So that's a little concerning to me. I'm also getting blood work this week. So we'll find out about that when that happens. To all my people getting the snow, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you have somebody that's going to shovel for you. I do. And I'm thankful because I would never get out of here till like probably March or April. I'd have to wait for it to melt. There ain't no way. We've got about 2 feet of snow, and this snowstorm is supposed to end at 6 o'clock Monday evening, and right now it's 4:36. So, you know, we got a good 13 hours and 24 minutes left. So I don't know what we're gonna get. Maybe another foot of snow. It'll be like 3 feet. It was actually up to the top of my fire hydrant. Very hard to see the fire hydrant. That was kind of scary. So, not my fire hydrant, the neighborhood fire hydrant. But anyway, I just wanted to give you all an update. Hope you have a great day and enjoy. Bye.